Boom, it's your boy Lee Marriott and welcome back today with another game pickup video. Now we have games from when I've been away on my holiday recently and when I've been doing a travel video with me over on the Darkness Alliance. If you want to go check out that, there's the games I've got from when I've been there as well. And then also at the same time I've got some, well actually I don't even think I have actually, what am I on about? Yeah, actually I've got two items, sorry, which I have as well, which I found on Car Boot as well. So with these, what I've gathered so far from, like I said, when I've been on holiday and when I've been travelling with my mate on the other channel, and then the stuff I got off market, I'm going to show you all that now. So I'm going to show off with the things I've got, two items off market, which is first of all this classy case of a GameWare holder, which you can put your DS games in. I do have a PSP one, but I saw this one for like 50p, so I was like, yeah, I'm having that. Because why not? They come in useful, especially when you're on the go, so that's something good for 50p. Even though I don't even think you can get hold of these anyhow anywhere now, because I'm pretty sure GameWare is no longer doing stuff like this. I could be wrong, but there we go, so there's that anyway. Then another 50p item I got off market is a DVD game, which is Tomb Raider, the action adventure game. So it's a DVD thing what you stick into your DVD players, and then if you know the game well enough, which is Angel of Darkness, which is one of the ones I do like of Tomb Raider games, even though everyone else isn't a massive fan of it. But yeah, it's the action game to that of a DVD interacting one. Check the condition of the disc. It's good, so that's not bad. It's actually quite decent. So yeah, that's quite good. And with me liking Angel of Darkness, there's this little DVD game you can play as well. So awesome for me, I guess. And then for anybody else who likes Angel of Darkness, because not everyone does. There was actually another item I did get, but I don't know where I've put it at the moment. I might have to come back to that if I can find it, because I've put it down somewhere and I cannot find it for my dear life. Oh wait, there it is. Actually, no, I found it. God, I'm not prepared. So, yeah, there it is. And what it is this gaming booklet of Stuntman. So Stuntman is basically as it says in the title, a stuntman performance thing. You do stunts, you jump scenes and that. You like filming in a way, and you're making these movie scenes by doing the stunts. Could have explained it a bit more better, but yeah, it's a bit bagged up, but nothing major. This was like £1 anyway, so. And with you not being able to get that many more of these now, it's like, you know. I've got the game as well, Stuntman. There's two of them. There's Stuntman on PS2. And probably the Xbox as well. And then there's Stuntman Ignition, I believe, which is a PS3 and then 360 as well, I believe. So yeah, it's a guide book of obviously showing you how to do it. Even though, you know, it's not massively hard to play, it's quite easy to be fair and quite fun. Gets a bit frustrating when you don't get the stunts done perfectly, but besides that, nevertheless, still good, and I'd recommend to go check them both out. These are the images of the two games, which you can check out of them. So, I'll move on to the ones what I then picked up next from being on the travel video recently, which, like I said, if you want to see that, go over to the Darkness Alliance. There'll be a link to it down below in the description, comment, whatever it is, and there's a picture of it as well. So, the first game I got while there was this one called Parium. I don't know. Parium. I fucking honestly don't know how to pronounce it. God, I'm terrible. And this was like $1.99 from Cash Converters. It's all complete. It's irritatingly got stickers on the booklets again. Fantastic. But for $1.99, it's a simple puzzle game which you do with your Starler pen. Let the puzzle concept compatibility lines as you flip and tilt with a single stroke. Survive the and left of 4 wind tiles. Solve one-stroke puzzles or duel with a friend. Otherwise, don't play at all, pretty much. But yeah, can't fucking read me sometimes. So I don't know if you can see any of that, but it's one DS game I don't have, and you know the puzzle games are quite fun to play in your spare time. So I thought, why not? The next one I got from Cash Converters is another $1.99 game, and it's a PS1 title, and that is V-Rally 2. So yeah, as you can see, even though the sticker's a bit all messed up at the moment, $1.99. The cases fall apart on me so easily. It's crazy. I think this one's broke, to be fair, but I can always sort that out. Put that in there. Okay, got the old-fashioned cards they used to put in. The booklet, and then the game itself. Terrible, good, or excellent. I would say good with a bit of terrible, but it's not nothing major. I mean, some of these ones can still read through anyway fine enough, so you know, it's fine. It's not massively terrible. It's not like it's got a big massive scratch all the way down, nothing. Just some minor scratches. It should still run though. But yeah, I don't think I actually own Free Rally 2. I own the rest of them, but I don't believe I own this one. So getting it back, and for a cheap enough price as the PS1 game, $199. Can't go wrong. Okay, the final one I got from being on the travel video, which like I said I've got other ones yet, but the final one from that day is Herbs. The Herbs Sims in the City. So I think it's pronounced Herbs. The Herbs. The Herbs. I don't know. Not Herbs. This is like herbs, but the Herbs. The Herbs. I don't know. Anyway, it's a Sims game. It's Sims in the City, and to be fair, this one I got for 50p, and I don't mind this one. This one's alright. I mean, my favourite Sims game has to be Sims Busted Out, but this one is an alright one as well. I don't mind it. It's quite fun. It's all complete again, as you can see. And yeah, it's just your basic normal Sims. If you played in Sim games, it's all the same, but it's, instead of being in like your mum's house, you know, just like a small one house thing, you're in the city, and it's a lot more to do, interact with more people and so on. But yeah, the condition of it is as you can kind of see, it's kind of a bit got like a dampness and fingerprints to it. But besides that, with scratch wise, well, I can't see that many scratches, so hopefully it should be fine. And like I said, 50p, it's nothing major, so you know, hell, I might even own this game, but I can't remember. I need to go through them all again at some point. But yeah, like I said, Sims games are quite good enough. City living for your Sims. The Sims have moved to the city where action is 24/7. Oh yeah. Anyway, that though. So I'm going to move on to the final ones, which are the ones what I got while I was on holiday. I had a bit of money to spend with me having actually a breakaway, you know, and that at the time. So I got, I would say about a good couple. The first one I got was gold edition of Resident Evil 5. This looks like it's in excellent condition. To be fair, I've had this before. Even the disc has flopped out of the case, and yet you know right, calm down. It looks fine enough. There's like one little scratch on there, but nothing major. That's all complete as well, as you can see. So you know, the Resident Evil games are just amazing. I've got the normal edition of this, but I wanted to get this edition alone because it's got the add-ons to it, so you don't have to pay full price for some of the add-ons. They're all packed onto this one. That's if it still works like that after it being so long of not being played. Not being played, you know, obviously PS3 when, you know, it was all being on new gens now and so on. I don't know, they might have changed. I hope not, because, like I said, they're good games. And I have not played the add-ons, so the add-ons should be quite good to play if they are still usable. Because normally you have to put in like codes and stuff, and if someone's already used them before you, you're kind of buggered. But yeah, anyway, the next one is a game I've not heard of before, and it's called Gumball 3000. Now, this, I'm guessing, is some sort of racing game. Smash roadblocks, helicopter chases, and the world's largest speeding fan, 18,000 Gumball 3000, is a real-life version of the Cannonball Run. I don't know what it's getting at. I mean, it shows like realistic scenes on the back, and then it shows then races happening, so I'm guessing you customise cars, what you get, and then you obviously then test them out and go race them. Something like that, but as you can see with these footages here, there's like true real life footages of the cars, and then as you can see underneath, there's racing, car getting busted and so on. Yep, there goes a receipt. But yeah, it's all complete. It's got a nice cool looking disc. Terrible, good, excellent. It's good actually, to be fair. I would say not that far off from being excellent, to be honest. The only terrible thing what it does made, and I'm pretty sure it does with some of you when you're collecting your games and stuff, is the fact that they have these stickers on, and you know, obviously it's from previous people that's had them and stuff, so it's not always the companies. but the ones what do it, and they use like irritating glue, it's a pain in the ass. So then trying to get them off cardboard and paper and stuff, it can ruin your perspective of it, because it's not going to end up looking so pretty after when you've got it off. But yeah, anyway, so that's that one. Then we're moving on to the next one, which is based on a movie and probably book, I think. I'm guessing it would be. And what that is The Shadow of Sorrow. I've seen the movie to it. I'm sure there's books based on Sorrow as well, but this one's Shadow of Sorrow. Never played it, to be fair. It's all complete. Travel good or excellent. It is. I'm going to be generous by saying good, even though there's a bit of muck and a couple of scratches. But again, like I said, if it's nothing massively major, it shouldn't be a problem. But it's kind of like a terrible good point of view when I see it. I'm looking forward to actually getting around to playing this. Like I said, I haven't played it, so I don't know what to expect. But it does look quite good. If you haven't seen the Mask of Sorrow and stuff like that, I think it's even just called Sorrow, I don't know. But yeah, good movie. So the game should be quite good to play. Whoever had this before got this from Blockbusters. I don't know if you can see that, but that label at the bottom, it says Blockbusters. So yeah, okay, that's a blast from the past anyway. Right, so the next one is a bit more dearer. Well, the final two are more dearer. This one was, let me just put the game because I put the stick on the inside of it. So it was 25 quid. So yeah, like I said, these are a bit more dearer games, but it was spend money's way at that time. And it's Mass Effect, the trilogy for the PS3. Now, it is cheaper if you get it on the Xbox 360. However, I don't want to really be plugging in my Xbox 360 at the moment, as I've already got on PS3 and I can simply play it on there. Even though the first Mass Effect game was originally for 360, but even now you can play like the Mass Effect Legacy Edition or whatever it's called, Collector's Edition. I can't remember precisely. There'll be an image there. I'm playing it at the moment on the PS5, and it includes all these games, but in like remastered, high definition graphics and all that. So these are the original ones there. But like I said, as you can see, I put the stick on there. They're all got their discs in. Let me just double check here. There's no massively decent booklets or anything, but it's just like little small things of downloadable papers, instruction guide things, probably to the controls, or just some other stuff of signing up and that. But yeah, they've all got the discs in, and the conditions of the discs are Mass Effect 3, excellent condition. Okay, I like Mass Effect 3 because you can switch between playing the male character or the female character within that one. But I like to stick just to the main character who you're obviously playing from the start. So Mass Effect 2, excellent condition as well. Someone's really looked after these, to be fair. And then Mass Effect 1, which is obviously originally for I nearly said PS1, 360. That's even in good condition. But yeah, so I've got them now, and that was a collection box when I wanted to actually get, so put them back in there. The box is a bit battered up, but that's nothing. More battered up there, if anything, on the sides. But yeah, really good game. Mass Effect games are. If you haven't played any of them, I really strongly recommend them. There's so much goodness to them. You can make choices and everything. So yeah, so I thought I'd add this to my collection finally after trying to get it for so long. Could have got it probably soon if I waited online, but I didn't want to pay the extra cost. So I waited while there was a shop close by for me, and then yeah. By the way, like I said, there we go for examples. There's my 361. That's the Mass Effect one, which was, like I said, originally only for the 360. As you can see, only for Xbox 360 until they decide to then port it over to the PS3 and PS4, 5 and that lot. So yeah, like they do with a lot more games these days, what was only supposed to be originally for the Xbox, where they're now porting over to the PlayStation, so you know. Right, so I'm down to my final game, and what that is a really amazing game, and to be fair, even though, like I said, this was a bit pricey as well, I think it's worth every single bit of penny I paid for it. Penny, pound, whatever. But yeah, what that is Returnals. So I have played this. It's also on the PlayStation membership, but I don't know how long they're going to intend to keep it on there for, with it being a situation of, you know, they like to take some of the games away after a while, because then they obviously like then pay full price for it. And if you pay for the digital version of this, I believe it's quite pricey. I can't remember, I think it was about 30, 40, could be wrong. But I know it's more than what it actually is on hard disk like this. So best to get it while you can if you want to play some sort of like rogue shooting game. Because this is what this is, you're on like an alien planet. You're trying to break like a loop what you're stuck in, but you can't seem to, so you're having to keep freaking going through these stages what are slowly changing every time you go through. And yeah, the creatures get quite tough, the bosses are quite tough, and your gun setups and stuff change all the time with it. So it's a really good game. I do recommend that you play it if you haven't played it. It's one of them games what is quite challenging, but it keeps you grip to it, if you know what I mean. And this is one of them. So let me just move the receipt. As you can see, it's got the thing, whatever it is, I don't know. And then the game, terrible, good or excellent. The disc is being kept in excellent condition, and so is the case, to be fair. But yeah, can't wait to play a bit more of that in my spare time if I do. I have already played it though, however, and I have completed it. One of my mates was quite surprised because it took him like nearly a year or something just to complete the game, and I managed to get it completed within like about just under a month. So I mean, I was really grinding at it. I even found like there was another ending to it, so I told him about that, and he was like, "Are you joking at you? Not only have you just beat me a lot sooner than it took me to beat it, now you telling me that I've got to go back into it and play it because there's another ending? God damn!" So he was pissed that I beat him before him, and then obviously the fact of I found another ending to it. So yeah, if you like your sci-fi games and that, this is a really good one. Do try it out; it's really good for a sci-fi adventure game thing. So yeah, that has been my game pickup anyway there from over the last couple of months. I know I had another one recently, I think, but that was some other games that I saved from a bit longer back, like it is with all of them. I don't just get them all at once. So yeah, if you want to go check out them ones as well, feel free to. They're on the channel in the game pickup playlist, and there's plenty of gaming content on there for you to check out as well. But yeah, if you did enjoy this, do leave a like and subscribe to the channel for plenty more gaming content and wackiness from me. Until next time, stay safe, and I'll see you next one. Bye bye.